My name is Troy Adams. I'm a designer and real estate developer. When I start a project, what I do is I actually study the footprint, I study the topography, I create some sort of vision for the overall project, and then stay true to that throughout the entire process. Then I later evolve into working on finishes and textures and balance and proportion and those sorts of things that all come together in the end to bring the whole project together. I draw inspiration from everything from looking at a perfume bottle and looking at the shape of it, yachts and boats, and looking at exotic finishes and materials. And I take all of these shapes and textures and I draw from all of these different elements of nature and architecture and interior design and shapes and fashion, and take all of these elements and kind of, swirl them around a little bit until something fits the overall project. So I wanted to put the basic elements into it. It's a 4-bedroom house. The master suite is about 1,800 square feet. The living room, I really love the open concept. It's kind of like a New York loft. I wanted it to feel like when you first walked in that it was like the outdoor became the indoor, that you were in this large space, that there were elements of it, that it felt like there was some intimacies within the space. Then, one of the features is that when you first walk in, you can see all the way through the entire space into a wine cellar that's on display in the room. That, it's about 300 bottles can go in the wine cellar, and I wanted the space to feel like that you had it all in one space, but it didn't feel as if you were in some big huge warehouse, that there was some balance to it. I started looking at all kinds of different real estate markets. I looked at Austin, Texas. I flew into Phoenix and studied that market a little bit. I looked at Boise. I heard it was kind of coined as the next Silicon Valley. And when I flew into the Boise airport, and then within 15 minutes, I was on this property, I had an emotional reaction when I saw this property. I said, this is it. I had the view that I wanted. You can see the Oahe Mountains in the foreground. You've got beautiful sunsets, and it had that setting that I wanted. When you first walk in, that you immediately experience that city beyond, and even further extended seeing nature. I think my overall mission is just to really create artistic, creative, interesting, something that's innovative, and something that's not been cookie cutter and been done so many times. I want to be remembered as my legacy as somebody who was kind and generous and was of service to other people and was a mentor to other people. It's really important to me that in order to keep it, you got to give it away. And knowing that I put my heart and soul into the projects that I do, but I also want to be remembered that I gave a lot away. I created service to other people and allowed them to achieve their goals and success. And, that's important to me.